In this video, I'll be sharing with you how to cut this asymmetric monostrap princess dart blouse. To see the full video, please go down to my YouTube channel at Draft with Maki. And to also join our Telegram/WhatsApp group, go ahead to send us a message.
And the next step I'll take is to start marking my dart. To mark my dart, I'll mark my nipple to nipple divided by 2. My nipple to nipple is 7 inches divided by 2. I have 3.5. So I went ahead to mark it from the bust to the under bust and to the blouse length. Next, I'll go ahead to extend it to my bust and I'll draw out a straight line. After that, I'll be marking my dart intake. I'll go ahead to mark ½ inch in front and 1.5 at the other side. So if you're a plus size, you should be marking 1 inch at the front and 2 inches at the side. Now I'll go ahead to connect this all the way from the waist down to the top length. So after this, I'll go ahead and divide my armhole into 2 and mark. So I'll connect down to my bust point this way, and after I'm done connecting, I'll mark ½ inch on both sides and go ahead to reconnect down to that initial line. After I'm done connecting, that 1 inch, I'll go out by 1 inch by the side of my armhole and I'll reconnect it. Then I'll go ahead to use my marker to outline my pattern. The next step is to insert your body measurements. I'll mark my bust circumference divided by 4. Then measure the dart intake here, replace and add my sewing allowance. My bust is 33 divided by 4. I have 8.3. I'll mark my under bust circumference divided by 4. Measure the dart intake, replace and add my sewing allowance. My waist and under bust is the same measurement, which is 28 inches. And dividing 28 inches by 4, you're going to have 7 inches, which I'll also replace the dart intake and add it back. I'll go ahead and insert my hip circumference divided by 4 at the blouse length. Replace the 2 inches dart intake and add my sewing allowance to the pattern. After that, I'll place my ruler and I'm going to go ahead to connect my pattern. So when I was connecting, I omitted the under bust area and I'll go ahead to reconnect it and also reconnect to the lower part of the pattern. So now I'll use my marker to outline my pattern. And the next step now is to go ahead to mark my bust dart. And to get your bust dart is the distance between your shoulder to waist in front and your shoulder to waist at the back. My shoulder to waist in front is 17 inches. My shoulder to waist at the back is 15.5 inches. So all these measurements we mark